Hey, what's up, guys? Red Wolf here. So, it's been a while since I've uploaded videos, which I believe was over a month. I've just been really busy doing other things in my personal life, and just wanted to take a break from making videos. But I'm back, and I'm gonna try and upload more videos for you guys. So, let's get started with this video. Now, it's no secret to you that I am not a fan of the current state of Cartoon Network. As a matter of fact, I hate it. I hate everything about it, and everything they currently represent gets under my skin, and the goons who defend it are only contributing to the problem. Now, I've gotten questions from people about how I would improve things under my vision, and honestly, I think the network is beyond repair at this point, and I feel the only way to solve this if they were to reboot it. And this is where I come in to give you my rebooted version of Cartoon Network, or at least if I were to run my own version of a Cartoon Network to compete against them. Now, I'm someone that's never ran a business of his own, so I'm not really gonna get into all the business and financial aspects of things. This video is just gonna be my ideas on what I would do if I ran my own animation network, or my own version of Cartoon Network, and what it would look like. Let's just say I was rich, and I mean as rich as Disney, and I had lots and lots of money to make the types of animation people would like to see. What would I do with it? So here's how I would handle things. Oh, and all my ideas are not gonna be in any particular order. This is just gonna be me throwing out a bunch of random ideas. So let's get started. Number 1, the name. Since this is gonna be my own animation network, I thought the name Toon Nation would be a nice name. Next, the shows are gonna be more mature. Yes, Toon Nation is going to be a much more mature and edgier version of Cartoon Network. Basically, all of my shows are going to be mature compared to what you normally get from other kids' channels. The shows will get the chance to really push the envelope, there will be no restrictions, and my targeted audience will be of the ages of 10 and up. Sure, all of this might make me sound like a bit of an edgelord, but I don't care. Edgier content is way better than stupid slapstick comedies. And why do I feel that way? Well, it's because I feel like kids need to stop being treated like babies. Unlike most kids' networks out there, I know what kids want because I was once one myself, and knew the types of shows I wanted to watch. You see, the thing is, kids like being treated like adults. They don't like being baby talked to. And I really don't see the problem in wanting to give kids much more mature content. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go too far with the maturity and put it at the level of Berserk, because I wouldn't want to traumatize kids, but the shows definitely will be more mature than what you normally get from other kids' networks. However, I will feature real mature shows for adults on the weeknights, which I'll get to. Next, who I'm going to hire. I would definitely bring in talented cartoon creators like Gendy Tartakovsky, Craig McCracken, Jonan Vasquez, and even the Temblay brothers who created SWAT Cats. People like them will be making cartoons. I would also add in Greg Wiseman, but he's currently working on Young Justice Outsiders. But yeah, these are the types of cartoon creators I would bring in. Next, the network is going to have a variety for each show. That means we're gonna get comedies, action, and no, I mean real action cartoons at the level of Young Justice, Symbionic Titans, and Avatar The Last Airbender. And not some OKKO crap. But yeah, like I said, we are gonna have comedies, action. I also wanna have more dark comedy cartoons like Invader Zim, and scary cartoons like Courage the Cowardly Dog. The action cartoons are gonna go back to being more badass and mature. The comedy cartoons are sure as hell not gonna be some typical slapstick comedy cartoons because we've had enough of those. But they're gonna be more on the lines of Ren and Stimpy. You know, cartoons that can be smart with the comedy and make adult references. Jonan Vasquez, since he's known for his dark sense of humor, I would love it if he were to make his own cartoon similar to Invader Zim, Maybe bring in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac into an actual cartoon. SWAT Kats will also be revived on my network since the Temblade brothers are looking to revive the show. And that show is gonna be more mature and action-packed than the original. We are gonna be showing animes, but none of that shonen crap, because I am sick to death of shonen animes, and feel like they're a big disgrace to animes. So all of that Naruto and One Piece crap will be banned from being shown on here. The types of animes you will be seeing on my network are gonna be mature animes like Parasite, Deadman Wonderland, Devilman Crybaby, Black Lagoon, Berserk, Guyver, Monster, you name it. So my animes will be like the shows I just mentioned. And that's basically an idea of what types of shows that are going to be shown on here. Next, the Cal Arts and Flash animation style will be banned. I know some people are going to say that Cal Arts and Flash animation isn't the problem, but honestly, I've had enough of cartoons these days in that cheap-ass art style. This time we are gonna have different animation studios designing these cartoons, and laziness will not be tolerated. I really want to bring in Mook Animations to make these cartoons. You know, the same creators that made SWAT Kats and Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Just so that way Western cartoons can have more of that anime and comic book inspired look. Especially action cartoons that are gonna have great, high quality, and detailed animation. So no more of that stupid chibi crap. Next, we are gonna have different blocks. First, we are gonna have an action block on the weekday afternoons similar to how Toonami was back in the day. The block itself will be called Action Zone, and Action Zone will also air on Saturday nights, which will be called Saturday Night Action. That will air new episodes. We're also gonna have an anime block on the late weeknights that shows new and mature animes. And we're gonna have Movie Sunday that will be airing new and old animated movies. And lastly, we are gonna have a Friday block that airs new episodes of comedy cartoons similar to how Cartoon Fridays was. Next, the bumpers. Now, I'm actually a really huge sucker for really cool bumpers. To me, they are what makes a network feel special. And a way how I'm going to make my network feel special are that the bumpers are going to be similar to how Cartoon Network did the City era back in 2004. But this time in a fantasy world where the cartoon characters are going to be interacting with each other and basically are going to be talking to the fans, having fun, telling jokes while promoting their new episodes coming this Friday. Since one of my favorite music genres is jazz, the bumpers are gonna have a smooth jazz instrumental theme to them. And as for the anime block, the bumpers are going to feature a hot and sort of a tomboy Asian chick who's very chilled and laid back, who loves playing video games, operating in her room, and is in control on what show will be airing next. And she's gonna have a talking robotic dog as her sidekick, who will be the comic relief. And the bumpers are gonna have an instrumental industrial soundtrack. And as for Action Zone, the bumpers are going to have a twisted metal feel where the cars and vehicles are going to be shooting at each other. And the bumpers are going to have a hard rock or heavy metal instrumental soundtrack playing in the background. And basically, I'm gonna be the host of Action Zone telling you all, now Action Zone returns. Now back to the show. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be the host of Toon Nation throughout. And for Movie Sunday, it's gonna have a Hollywood feel with the bumpers, and smooth jazz is gonna be playing in the background. Next is how I'm going to be bringing in new shows. Basically, I'm going to do what Cartoon Network used to do back in the early 2000s with a certain block called The Big Pick. For those that don't remember, it was pretty much a weekend block on Cartoon Network that would be showing pilots of shows all day long. And what you would have to do is vote online for which pilot you wanted to see become an actual show. I'm not sure why they stopped doing it because it seemed like a great idea that fans get to choose the show. And that's why I'm gonna do something similar to that. Every year in the summertime, I'm going to be showing 3 pilots. You're going to vote for the pilot on toonation.com or the app on any given device, whether it's smartphones, tablets, or computer. When you have the app, there is going to be a pop-up when you first enter, and it's going to give you the option for which of the 3 shows you would like. If you're a person that doesn't like any of the 3 pilots, then you will have the option to skip it. And speaking of apps, it's going to be completely free, and it's going to show all the current shows and episodes on the app, just in case if you're a person that doesn't have cable or missed any of the episodes. It's also going to have the schedule for the up and coming weeks, and we're also going to be promoting new episodes with 30-second ads. Next is going to be the schedule. The schedule is going to air a variety of shows on weekdays, and it's not going to be like how Cartoon Network is doing it now, where they're going to have one show that everybody hates taking up the entire schedule. Like I said before with the blocks, the anime block will be airing late at night from Monday to Friday. Action Zone will be airing on weekday afternoons. The Friday block will air new episodes on Friday nights, and Movie Sunday will be on Sunday evenings. Next is how I'm going to be handling the cancellation of shows. Now, I for one have had to have witnessed many great cartoons getting canceled for stupid reasons. Basically, how I'm going to handle that is that a show will only be canceled if it's not popular enough with the audience or isn't doing so well in the ratings. Basically, if a show is doing poor in the ratings, then I won't see the point in keeping it around. And also, action cartoons are no longer going to be 30-minute toy commercials. This is not the 80s anymore, and we've reached a point where cartoons are popular based on quality with the fan base. And how we are going to be making money with these shows is selling really cool t-shirts, merchandise, and video games that are actually good. And these shows will make money because I'm a multi-time billionaire, and it's gonna be better than anything networks are putting out right now. Oh, and here's another thing. Any show pushing some type of SJW, LGBT, and feminist agenda will be banned. Not saying that we won't be having strong female lead characters, diversity, or one gay character here and there, but it's not gonna be shoved down your throats like it's the most important thing ever. I've seen shows these days do these type of things like Loud House or Steven Universe, and that's not what my network is going to be about. At the end of the day, we are all about strong and memorable characters and outstanding storytelling for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. And you're gonna get that from amazing cartoon creators and a genius like myself who cares about making good quality cartoons for this generation's audience. And last but certainly not least, every show is going to be 22 minutes long. I really disagree with the apologists out there that believe that kids won't watch 22-minute shows because they have low attention span. Because if that were the case, then why was Gravity Falls so successful? Maybe the reason why kids are not watching these shows all the way through is because there's a lack of good cartoons nowadays. I'm just saying, I'm sick and tired of the excuses and feel like those people are only contributing to the problem at hand. I don't care if Cartoon Network is doing the 11-minute format because they want more ad revenue off commercials to make more money because they're not making much money anyways. At the end of the day, none of that should be an excuse for the lack of 22-minute shows. And that is what my network is going to be providing. 22-minute shows with overarching stories and character development. If shows like Hilda, The Dragon Prince, and Voltron the Legendary Defender can work on Netflix, then what's so bad about having 22-minute shows on syndicated TV? Just saying. We've come a long way with cartoons and animation, and I think it's about time we treat kids and other audiences with the respect that they deserve. And that's basically it. Those are my ideas on what I would do if I ran my own animation network. So yeah, let me know what you thought of these down below. Maybe you have better ideas or something new you could add to this video. At the end of the day, these are my ideas on what I would do to make Western animation great again. But if you have any ideas, leave them down in the comment section down below, or make a video response on how you would run your own animation network. That's right, I'm talking to you, Asylum 117, King Bishop, or Johnson Hood Daypool if you're watching this video. But anyways guys, this is Red Wolf signing out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.